My name's Lisa Broadhurst. Born and raised in Montreal, have lived in a number of provinces in Canada, and finally settled in Nova Scotia about 18 years ago. It's been a whirlwind of experiences since I moved here. Started in restaurants as a cook, met my future husband that way, ended up having my son, who, due to his birth, sent me back to school and led me to becoming a counseling therapist, which I think was actually in the cards all along. It just took me a while to get there. But now I'm starting my own business and trying everything that I know how and reaching out to an amazing support system. I think I'm really clicking with some of the right people in the business world who are helping me find what I want for my niche, helping me discover things about myself that I didn't even know that I possessed, helping me find some of that confidence that I lost somewhere along the way, and it's starting to come back to me, and just helping me find that inner sense and inner ability to do what I want to do, which is help people within Nova Scotia. I'd love to make it more widespread, but specifically in Nova Scotia, I want to really delve into how our mental health system is so flawed. And I don't want to say broken, because I don't think it's broken. I just think that there needs to be some tweaking, for lack of a better word, in finding how to get the help out there, help people be able to afford it, help people move past any stigma that's been attached to it, and learn how to actually be comfortable with themselves, have a voice, to feel like they actually have the strength to have a voice, so that we can band together to go up against the system, to go up against government and say, you know what, we are the people, this is what we need, we need your help, and we're going to do it together. And I'll backtrack it. I'll have no choice but to backtrack it on that one, because when I was 23, as we've discussed in the past, I lost a child. And, she's actually the reason that I moved to Nova Scotia. I was running away from my grief, and I was running away from, funny enough, from the support system I had, because it was too much. And I need to find who I was and how I was going to deal with it. And when Christopher was born, I wanted to give him everything. I wanted to give him everything that my parents couldn't give me, but also help him at a younger age build his confidence and be able to expand his mind. I didn't want him to be typecast, and I didn't want him to be, a certain type of man. And I felt that the only way to do that was through an education, right? Because as we know, knowledge is power, and knowledge really broadens our perspective on the world. I had this incredible support system who were fighting their own grief at the same time, right? It wasn't just I lost a daughter, but my parents lost a grandchild. My siblings lost a niece. My friends lost even a part of me. And all I kept thinking at that point was, I need to get away, because it's too much. It's too much of everybody else's grief coming at me, and everybody kind of trying to make it better, trying to make me better. And that's not what grief is, right? Grief is very much a process, and it's very much finding acceptance within yourself. And for me, it was getting over an enormous amount of guilt of something I had zero control over, but I couldn't do it when I was surrounded by everybody else's grief. It was too much. So yeah, but it led me here. And without coming here, I wouldn't have ever had my son. And so I now have found my light, my true light, out of a very, very dark place. Because most of us are very uncomfortable with grief and loss. We don't know how to process it, so then we don't know actually how to help someone else. CEGEP, but I didn't have university. So I went back to school when I was 30, something along that, and finished with an undergrad in psychology, and found out an undergrad does not do very much anymore. No, I need to do more. And that's when I made the decision to do my master's. So I went the counseling side of things. And every time I think about it, it all goes right back to my son and the type of person I want him to eventually be. And I want to help. I enjoy listening to people. I enjoy learning about people's stories, because there's a big difference between seeing a counselor versus a psychiatrist, because a psychiatrist having the ability to medicate, a lot of the times people will go there looking for a quick fix. Counseling, a person who's going to counseling and dealing with talk therapy, you have to do the work. You have to be willing to face some things about yourself you might not want to face. You have to want to make a change. As a therapist, one of the things they push and push and push for us in school is self-care. Women don't do it nearly enough. We put everybody else, and I know we've all heard this, put everybody else. That nurturing side kicks in, and it's like, no, me doesn't matter, but you need to. Everybody needs to take even an hour a day, couple hours a week, just to decompress. I want it to be known that there are people, I do care. I care so much, and I want people to be able to know that they have that strength to move past whatever pain that they are experiencing, because I know it can be done. I know I've done it, and I have faith that if everybody had that right person at the right moment, then they can get through. And it could eliminate so much in our world.